Welcome back to another video. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope that you enjoyed your families. I know some of you guys are still out enjoying your family. I'm still in Atlanta enjoying my family, so I didn't come on yesterday and shoot a video. So I definitely got to get on here today because after the holidays pass, you know, life goes on, jobs go on, work go on. We still have to get money. We still have to reach goals and stay disciplined and stay consistent. So I was like, you know what, got to go outside, you know, get away from the noise and come and shoot another video. So in this video, I'm asking the question, will you be able to survive? And I'm asking myself that same question. You know, everything I get on here to talk about is not just for you, you know, for you guys, but I'm also talking to myself. I'm asking myself the same question. You know, I'm holding myself to the same standard because we have to stay disciplined. We have to reach our goals. And 2025 is like right at the door. Like we're getting ready to cross over into 2025, and we do not want 2025 to look anything like the year 2024 or 23 or 22. We want 2025 to be different. So we have to do something different in order to see different results. We can't go into 2025 with the same mindset as we had in 2024, or we'll get the same results that we had in 2024. So when I say, will you be able to survive? It's a real question. Like it's a serious question that we have to ask ourselves, because look back into 2024. I know I'm not the only one who's seen this year that, you know, plants were closing. Amazon workers were going on strike. Pepsi did layoffs. I mean, like tons of companies, Boeing. I mean, it just endless amounts of companies were doing layoffs. People were losing jobs. People were losing income and panicking. And I don't want that to be us. And I know I have some subscribers now who say, well, you know, I'm well off, or I'm good, or your video don't pertain to me because I'm not broke. Everybody's not broke. And that's true. Everybody's not broke, but the majority of Americans are struggling. And in my opinion, struggling and broke is just the same thing. Like if you live in, I feel like broke is if you're living paycheck to paycheck. My definition of broke is if you're living paycheck to paycheck, because in my opinion, that's struggling, because that's not enough to sustain. So I feel like if you're living the paycheck to paycheck, that's mine. You know, that's just the definition I've given myself for broke. You may say, hey, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm doing good as long as I can eat, as long as I can pay my car note, you're good. But my definition of broke is living paycheck to paycheck, not having extra money in between those paychecks to be able to feel safe. Like if I put myself in a predicament where I don't feel safe financially, then I'm broke. Like right now, I'm broke. Right now, I'm broke because when I look into my bank account, I don't have $100,000 in my bank account. So I won't feel safe until I have $100,000 saved up in my bank account. So it'll probably be a while before I can say that I feel safe, because I don't have 100 grand in my bank account. I just feel like that's my safe number. And somebody else may be making, you know, 500,000 a year or $1 million a year, and they may feel unsafe at $100,000 in their bank account. They may say that $100,000 is broke. You and I may feel like 100,000 saved up is okay, but somebody else may feel like 100,000 saved up, that's their broke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their definition of broke. So it's all different. Like when I get on here and say, you know, everybody's broke, I'm not saying like you, like all of us. It's saying like the majority of Americans, based on statistics, are struggling. Like that's real. So that's my reason for coming on here making these type of videos, because I'm on an entrepreneurship journey, and I want people who feel like me, you know, people who are kind of afraid to only depend on the 9 to 5. These are going to be your type of videos, because they're constantly telling you, hey, get a skill. Go to learn how to cut hair, learn how to do hair, learn how to do lawn care, start a restaurant, sell plates, do nails, sell clothes, sell bags, sell purses. Like you won't be able to only depend on the 9 to 5 in the direction that America is going. Like that's the only thing I'm saying. You will not be able to just depend on the 9 to 5 in the direction that America is going. Like, yeah, if you have a job paying $200,000, $300,000 a year and up, but making $40,000 a year in America in 2025 and beyond, you know, and that's just my opinion, not singling anybody out who makes $30,000-$40,000 a year. But I just feel like it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard to survive off of that in the years to come, because America is constantly changing. America is heading into like a tech space. Everything is advanced technology, AI. But just for example, I'm in another state. I stopped by Taco Bell to get me some food. So I go inside of Taco Bell and, you know, just go up to the line waiting on the cashier to come, and they never came. And so I'm looking around, at the people eating, and I'm like, oh, so here's the checkout line. They have completely removed cashiers. There's a self-checkout line where you order yourself, and the food order goes to the back where the cooks are. There's no cashier. In the front, like you used to be able to walk and cashiers can say, come on up, what you got to order. There's no more cashiers. It's only cooks. There's one cashier who does the drive-through. There are no cashiers in the front like we're used to. There are no other cashiers in the front like the old way. There's one cashier in the window and the rest are cooks. So somebody lost their job. Those are no longer job openings. So that's what I'm saying. We have to develop more skills so that won't be us. And that's just a question that I had. Will you be able to survive for what's coming? Because America is going to do more and more of that to save money for corporations and businesses. And that's my reason for getting on here telling y'all that we need more skills. I wouldn't tell you something that I wouldn't be telling myself. I have a clothing brand. I know how to day trade in the stock market. I learned how to day trade and make money in the stock market. So I can go anywhere in the world and make money from the stock market. And so I saw some comments on one of my old videos saying, well, YouTube money isn't forever. And that's exactly true. So people like me who are making YouTube and income, start your YouTube channel, take that money from YouTube and put that money into the stock market. You can't depend on one skill set. You have to know how to leverage. For instance, just take your money from YouTube and invest in the stock market. Take your money from YouTube and learn how to day trade. Take your money from YouTube and start your business. Take your money from YouTube and start your brand. Take your 9 to 5 and start your brand. Don't just depend on one income. Don't just depend on the 9 to 5. Don't just depend on YouTube. Don't just depend on the stock markets. Never put your eggs all in one basket. And that's all I'm saying in these videos, y'all. But I want us to be inspired. I want us to be encouraged. I know we can do this, y'all. 2025 is almost here. I want something different for myself. I want something different for you. I want something different for my family. And I know you want something different for your family. So you got to stay motivated. You got to be encouraged. You got to be the generation of curse breaker. You got to be the first generation of millionaire. For some of us, we're the only ones stepping out in our family into entrepreneurship. For some of us, we're the only ones brave enough to pick up the camera in our family. So some of our families are dependent on us to not be comfortable, to step beyond our comfort zone. Some of us are going to be the first millionaires in our family. So we don't have no choice but to stay focused. We don't have no choice but to stay disciplined because they're looking at us. We're going to be the example. We're going to be the ones that set the tone for wealth in some of our families. So you have to stay disciplined. You have to stay motivated. We got to be able to survive for what's coming in America. We have to be able to survive if we go into a job and they choose to turn us around. We have to be able to survive if we go into a business and customers aren't coming. So we can't depend on one stream of income. We have to be able to survive. If we wake up, go to work, and get turned around. If we wake up, go to work, I no longer need you. If we wake up, go to work, and the lock's on the door, the company went out of business. We have to know how to survive. If we wake up, start a business, and the customers start getting slow, we can no longer have all of our eggs in one basket. We can no longer just depend on them to feed us because those who feed us will have the power to starve us. And so when you feed yourself, when you learn how to be self-sufficient, I just feel like we're going to do well. And so that's my prayer for you in 2025. That's my prayer for myself. I'm holding myself to it. I'm holding you to it. So, make sure you stay encouraged, stay inspired. If you got some value from this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Andrea. I love y'all and y'all be blessed.